Hello and welcome to the video. I have recently found myself in a position where I have had to upgrade my current microphone setup as the microphone on my headset is just not worth it and not up to the job anymore. Due to the current pandemic/outbreak, I have found myself teaching online, and for Discord my headset is just fine, but for online teaching it's not that great and I need something more high fidelity to try and make the experience a bit better. So the headset I've got on at the moment is the Logitech G430, and the microphone I'm using is the Blue Yeti. The Blue Yeti Blackout, but to be precise, I chose the Blackout because it is black, it is edgy looking, all my stuff is black. So yeah, and I'm going to be showing you the difference between this microphone on the headset and the Blue Yeti, and I'm just going to be doing a quick audio test to show you the difference, kind of in the same vein as the channel Podcastage. If you're actually into microphones and you want to learn, check out that channel. That dude is much better than me. So with that all said, let's do the quick microphone test. This is my test of using a Blue Yeti with a 30% gain and no additional filters. This is me talking into the Logitech G430 without any additional filters by default. This is me talking into the Blue Yeti with a slight gain on the audio software and a noise suppression filter. This is me talking into the Logitech G430 with a noise filter and a slight decrease in gain due to peaking audio levels. Excellent, so that's all finished, and clearly the better microphone belongs to the Blue Yeti. It's a dedicated microphone, it's going to be much better than a headset. But the main reason I did buy a dedicated microphone was because I went online looking and searching if I was going to get a headset. Would any of the headsets have a decent microphone? And one of the things I found was a lot of them had, well, good sound quality and stuff online, but a lot of them did lack with the microphone, and it kind of seems like if I was going to get a new headset for a good microphone, to be spending over like £100, it just wouldn't be worth it. Whereas I could spend the equivalent on just the dedicated microphone for something that's going to sound a lot better. Obviously, there were different microphones that I could have chose. The Blue Yeti's kind of closest competitor is the AT2020. However, I didn't get that because I'm currently in China and the Blue Yeti is cheaper than the AT2020. I also chose the Blue Yeti because it is USB, which means it's more plug and play. It's very easy to set up. I just plugged this in. I just put on a couple of filters and it was already sounding fine. I like that it's USB as well because it means I don't need to use an XLR and then a mixer. I don't actually have much space around me anyway, and if I was moving my laptop around, which I commonly do, it's just not convenient. One of the things I do really like about the Blue Yeti microphone though is, it feels sturdy. When I took this out of the box, I was surprised how weighty and sturdy it was, because online, if you search for reviews about the Blue Yeti, there's kind of two camps where it's people either hate it or they love it. And I'm in the camp of, for what it is, I think it's great. It's one of the lowest priced microphones you can get. And it sounds just fine for me, an amateur, and for the online teaching I'm going to be doing. Whereas, I don't know, I see lots of people talking about mundane things online. So I mean, yes, obviously you can get, as far as I can tell, if you are a bit of an audiophile and you want to get really in depth, obviously there's more expensive microphones you can get, and obviously XLR is supposed to be better than USB. However, for me, I'm an amateur, I'm buying a lower price microphone, and it's that ease of use and accessibility that is good on the Blue Yeti. And also as well, if you were wanting a much better setup, you're going to be spending more money. And for pretty much a cheap setup, and I've just bought one of the cheaper mics that have a substantially good quality, it is great value. I'd rather have this than to spend an extra 20 or 30 pound on the Yeti 2020 when I don't actually need it for that much more than making my voice just a bit clearer. I'm not a voice actor, I'm not going to do any dedicated recording, I'm not radio. Also, in addition, one of the things I do like, I'm looking here because this is where the Blue Yeti is. So, in addition, one of the things as well, the reasons I got the Blue Yeti was because it did have features that the Yeti 2020 did not have. I quite like that it had like a variety of different setups, and it means I can adjust it more to my needs. Chances are, though, I probably won't use some of these, but I think it's quite nice to have them, especially because the Yeti ended up being cheaper for me as well, so I don't really want to pay a little bit more for less features. Also, I really like having, all the adjustable knobs on the Yeti itself, and my favorite thing is having the mute button, because I don't like to alt in and out of programs and things, and if I want to mute myself, I can just click, and it's done. It's, simple, and a lot of the other microphones I had a look at didn't have mute buttons. Obviously, that may be fine if you're using like a XLR and you've got a mixer there and you can just click the mute button on the mixer, but I don't want a mixer because it takes up space and I want a bit more portability. So the Blue Yeti, of course, is a condenser microphone. My flat, which I've just said, is quite noisy and can get noisy at times with, for example, people upstairs, cars outside, children play outside that window over there, although it is like 5 floors down. And sometimes there's people in the corridor and sometimes you hear water running. So why did I get a condenser mic? Condenser microphones do pick up more noise. However, I found that just using a filter is able to block out majority of that noise. Also, as well, when I was looking for microphones, if I did want to block out more noise, I would have to get a dynamic microphone, and a dynamic microphone to work well needs to be more close to your face, and I don't want a microphone up close to my face. I want a more open and free space in front of me where I can move around more easily and talk more freely, and it feels less restrictive. But also, when I was looking online for dynamic microphones for my price range, which was probably just around £100 or just over £100, all the microphones, the dynamic ones, were XLR, and I was looking for USB for that easy plug and play accessibility. Obviously, if I wanted to make my recordings better, I would have to do some soundproofing and get rid of some more background noise and stuff, but this Blue Yeti, it is fit for purpose. I enjoy it. I'm really liking it at the moment. And I think just that jump from a headset microphone to a dedicated microphone is definitely worth it and will definitely result in higher fidelity teaching online from myself. Yes. So anyway, thank you for watching and goodbye.